This Jocks 94.5 podcast is brought to you by Millennium Satellite and Video. Log on to msbnow.com. TV excellence everywhere. That's Millennium. McElroy and Cubelic in the morning starts now.
John, how mad would you be if I asked a question on the show, is Tom Cruise overrated as an actor?
Mad? Not really. I can see why some people would think that foolish assertion.
I just felt like you got a little defensive when we brought up his highlight reel a minute ago.
Oh, I didn't. I was just pointing out that you don't have to necessarily promote the movie to promote the movie. You can promote the star in it.
That's never been done before.
Which is why it's awesome. It's innovative.
See?
You just don't like art.
You're just
That's
not
cool.
creative.
Innovation doesn't mean awesome. I will tell you that. Look at AI.
If you're just not
It's gonna
creative,
take
it's
us all
fine.
down.
You hate graduations. You hate
No.
reclassifying eighth grade.
I hate fifth grade graduations, and I don't think you should be able to play eighth grade football twice. Those are what I hate. Yes. You don't graduate from fifth grade.
You
graduate from 12th.
past the fifth grade.
All right, let's get to the Higginbotham
glorious
hotline.
day.
Bring in Dusty Dvoracek to talk defensive football in college. Dusty, how are you today?
I'm well, but we got a lot to discuss before we get to defensive football. First of all, I'm going to answer the question. Tom Cruise is not overrated.
No.
As
If
an
anything,
actor, not a
Tom
person
Cruise
or a
is
Scientologist,
underrated.
but as an actor, I'm saying.
I
think it's
of him
hold on. I think it's a fair
cultural.
question
I'm
to
thinking of
ask.
Maverick.
Fair question. Right, but did you watch Top Gun for Tom Cruise, or did you watch Top Gun because you wanted to see fighter planes trying to take each other down?
I think Top Gun came out in 1986. I was 3, Cole.
Not the new one. The new one came out during COVID.
Well, that's Maverick. It's Top Gun Maverick. I think one of the, it's a little bit of both, right? I mean, I don't know if I'm watching just because of Tom Cruise, but he's a part of it. He's a part of it. I'm not gonna lie.
He's a part.
He's Tom Cruise. I think we go to movies oftentimes, blockbusters, because they have big time stars. No different than, we get intrigued with teams and, superstars, quarterbacks. I mean, there's a reason that we're always talking about them. We're talking about teams, but then we dive into it. A lot of people show up for the stars. And let's just be honest. Tom Cruise is a megastar.
I will say,
was Cubelic trying to say that Tom Cruise is overrated?
No,
Yes, he's trying to say he's not a good actor, but he's just in movies that have cool stunt sequences, and that's what makes him cool.
I think it props him up. I will say, A Few Good Men, and what was the movie with Jamie Foxx, John? Where he was the hitman.
Collateral?
He was awesome in that movie. That movie was awesome. He was great in that. But you could put Dusty Dvoracek in Mission Impossible 52, and I'd probably watch it. Just because I know all the crazy stuff that's going to happen.
He does his own stunts.
I honestly don't care about that. I can't tell the difference between him doing his own and the people who don't.
Far and away. I mean, come on. I don't get me down to. Have you seen Risky Business? I mean, come on, man.
It's been a minute.
Don't get me started on Tom Cruise movies. I mean, they're fantastic. You didn't have me on to defend the honor and the.
It's fair.
The cinematic skill of Tom Cruise.
He's an A-lister. Cole's just a hater.
No, he's an absolute A-lister. I just think that the actual acting capabilities may be a smidge overrated based on the roles and everything that comes with them. Nonetheless, we're going to move on.
So your take on Tom Cruise is equally as bad as McElroy's take on OU baseball. So this is perfect. So we just dive right in.
First of all, OU baseball being the team that wins it, you've played before. Being the team that wins it doesn't necessarily mean you're the best team. It just means that you were the best at the end and you peaked at the right time, to which you deserve all the credit. There's no hate there. It's just an acknowledgement of, were they the most talented team? Probably not, but they got hot at the right time.
I think those are two different things. I want to make the distinction.
Well, that's the conversation.
The most talented team and the best team are two different conversations to me. Because the best team is the team that figures it out and is playing the best in the biggest moments in the biggest games. And that was Oklahoma. Oklahoma's pitching staff was Skip Johnson recognized at the end of the season that he had to make changes. He completely changed his rotation at the front. They did not have Xander Mercurius in the Friday-Saturday starting rotation. He did whenever it came to the postseason. Like, they changed who they were. So they learned a lot about them. LJ Mercurius, the older brother, he was the Friday starter earlier in the year. He was coming out of the bullpen in Omaha. So, like, that team was not the exact same. Like, they changed.
Very different.
I think you have to give a lot of credit to Skip Johnson in that regard. They did not have a single player, you guys may have talked about this, on the first team All-SEC, on the second team All-SEC, and they didn't have a first team All-Freshman SEC player, and they're national champions. And to me, I would say to that.
So you're proving my point.
But see, what I'm proving is they didn't have the talent. But I think team sports, it's the sum of the parts. And I think that is what I would push back on you, Greg, and I would say that this was the best team. They were not the most talented team, but they got every single thing out of themselves collectively, and Skip Johnson pushed all the right buttons and made all the right moves to get this team in the best position when they had to be at the end of the season. You don't go through Georgia Tech, beat them twice in Atlanta, and I heard, down 8-2 in one game, down 7-3 in the next game, face elimination. You don't go to Lawrence, Kansas, and rout them, who won the Big 12 tournament. You don't rout Alabama. You don't beat Georgia twice, second one in a runaway fashion, who during the regular season was the best team in the SEC, both regular season and tournament. And you don't take 2 out of 3, 2 of them blowing out a North Carolina team who's the 5th seed in the country, and not be the best team at the end of the year. This was the best team. Was it the most talented team? Absolutely not. We can look at all SEC teams. We can look at the Major League Draft. But in team sports, like, the most talented team doesn't always win. But typically, and especially with the way the setup is in college baseball, I mean, if you're not the best team, you're going to get exposed. Oklahoma was the best team when it mattered the most, and they're national champions.
Visiting with Dusty Dvoracek. Can hear him weekday mornings on SiriusXM with Danny Cannell. He's on the Higginbotham hotline. All right, let's talk college defenses. Give us some maybe below the radar, just guys you feel like aren't getting enough love that you're excited to watch. Start with individuals this upcoming season in college football.
And maybe he's getting enough, but one of the Coy Parrish at Oregon, the Minnesota safety, I don't know. He had a great freshman year. And then last year, you're at Minnesota. I don't want to say you get lost, but I don't know. It's not a mainstream marquee team, so you're probably not in some of the marquee games. I think he's got a chance to be one of the best safeties in the country. And you add him to an Oregon defense that is loaded up front. I mean, Oregon's defensive line with Uyunglele, Tuioti, Washington, Bear Alexander. I mean, they're going to be really good. And what's that going to do? That's going to help a secondary. So I think he's got a chance to really shine this upcoming season for that Oregon defense coming over from Minnesota. I'll tell you another guy. I loved him last year at Pitt. Like, I don't know how many people know about Rasheem Biles. Fabulous linebacker from Pitt. Really good blitzer. Can run sideline to sideline. Very good in coverage. He's a bit undersized. He looks kind of like a tweener. Probably looks more like a safety than he does a backer. But, that's how a lot of those Pitt linebackers looked last year. But for him to go over to Texas, and they've already got, a lot of talent elsewhere. Obviously, Colin Simmons most noteworthy. But to integrate him in this defense, I think he's like a chess piece that you can move all over the board. You can blitz him. He's going to be stout in the run game. He's going to be really good in coverage. I think that, you can really mess with some opposing offenses with him at your disposal. And I'm sure Texas fans are probably aware, but I don't know how many fans outside of that, like in SEC country, know much about Rasheem Biles. But Will Muschamp, he's got, to me, he's one of my favorite defensive players in the portal. he's got a new piece to play with, and I think he's going to be exceptional.
Yeah, he's going to be great. I think he's a great fit for what they want to be. Looking at Oklahoma specifically, you got to love the front and you got to love the linebackers for sure. But how do you feel collectively about what they've done in the secondary and just how you think this defense will all mesh together?
Well, I mean, you touched on it, Greg. I can't remember whose it was. So much stuff comes across my feed, and it's tough to keep track. But, I mean, Oklahoma is going to be in the discussion for the best defensive line in the country this year. Owen Heineke, and his addition, or I guess the fact that they're going to get to keep him, massive for this linebacking core. Him and Kip Lewis are a fabulous 1-2. I had a chance. My son was at OU football camp a couple of weeks ago, and I was there and had a chance to talk to a bunch of guys and bumped into, their new linebacker transfer from Michigan. And I was really impressed with him and what he's going to bring to the table. And I was, really impressed with just how big and long he was. I was not anticipating him to be so big. He may actually play some of that cheetah position for them. I think when they're in a bay, they're against 12 personnel, a heavier set. I anticipate he's going to be kind of your Sam linebacker at the line of scrimmage. But Cole Sullivan's every bit of 6'4 plus. He's every bit of 235, 240. He can run. They've been really impressed with him here this summer. He had a really good spring. And I just think the way that they're going to utilize him, it fascinates me because I think he's got a chance to be a new piece of that linebacking core that's actually an upgrade. Secondary back end, I mean, I think it starts with Peyton Bowen. I think he's going to prove to be one of the better, more athletic safeties in the country. His brother Eli at corner, I think, is a really good player. I don't know what you guys thought. I thought Cortland Guillory was one of the best freshman cornerbacks in college football last year. So to get him back and be in the fold, feel pretty good about that. A player that I think's got a chance to really have a breakout type of season is Michael Boganowski, a safety, good size. I mean, he's a thumper. He's 6'2", probably 210. Coverage-wise, maybe a little susceptible, but as far as an extra hat in the run fit, I mean, he hits like a linebacker. And I know talking with the staff and the safeties coach, Brandon Hall, he loves it. He thinks he's got a chance to really make a big jump. So I'm going to stop short of saying this defense will be better than last year's. I don't think they have the overall depth up front, especially at defensive tackle. They are very good. Their two starters are both NFL prospects. Jaden Jackson is an anchor inside. David Stone is an all-conference, all-American caliber player. But, last year they had Dominic Williams. They had Grayson Holton. So just from a depth perspective, will they have that same depth? The front-end talent is there, but that would be a little bit of a question. And then for one last player on that defense that I think is a key piece to how, will this defense be really good or will it be elite? Danny Okoye, named to just kind of just remember this name because, he played very small school football in the state of Oklahoma, was unbelievably raw when he came out, and made some splash plays at the end of last year, his redshirt freshman year. I don't think we even use the term redshirt anymore, but his second year. And this spring, there wasn't a player on this roster that made a bigger jump from last year to this year. I mean, he jumped off the page at practice and really in the spring game as a disruptor and just a guy that looks like he's ready for this stage. If you can counter Taylor Wine with a legitimate guy in Danny Okoye, I think that gives you two quality rushers that's going to make this defense really tough to deal with once again.
We're visiting with Dusty Dvoracek on the Higginbotham Hotline talking college football defenses. In the SEC, I'm going to give you an and or. You give me the group that you have the most confidence in, you think has the highest ceiling this upcoming season. Let's start with two that people think are going to be the best or one of the best. That is Texas and Georgia. You have to give me your rating with confidence points on one of those two. Who do you have the most of heading into this season and why?
That's a good question. Confidence rating, man, it's so tough to me because I'm going to say Georgia. I thought they were so young last season. I think that, a lot of guys had to step up and be put in spots before maybe they're ready. I think they'll be better. I guess it's as much as anything in Kirby Smart I trust. I think they're going to be better creating negative plays. That was the problem last year. They couldn't get to the quarterback. Their pressure rate was terrible. The only time they really got there is when they blitzed, and they had to blitz C.J. Allen far too much. I think they'll be better in that regard. I just have to believe it's not going to be back-to-back years. But they've got to be better at pressuring the quarterback. They got to be better at creating negative plays. But I think Georgia, they took some lumps last year having to play guys early. I think that pays off. My confidence within that is not very high because I think front-end talent, I could look at Colin Simmons. I already mentioned Rasheem Biles. And I love Will Muschamp, coming over. Thing, though, is that's a brand-new system. So you had spring, and it's not like it takes that long, but they're going to be more aggressive. They're going to come after people more. Pete Kwiatkowski kind of more setback, though. I thought Pete Kwiatkowski did a really good job. Clearly, you want more splash plays, negative plays, takeaways. We'll see if Will Muschamp can create that. I think both these defenses are going to be two of the best, not just in the SEC, but in college football. But I think Georgia gets back to playing that upper tier, upper echelon defense that we had grown so accustomed to. And Will Muschamp's first season, I'm going to put just a skosh more confidence in Georgia over Texas. I do think the top tier front end elite talent may be on the side of Texas.
All right, I'm going to ask you one more. Dusty Dvoracek with us on the Higginbotham Hotline. Confidence points on defense heading into this season. Alabama or Auburn?
Gosh, confidence points. Probably Auburn. That's a great question. I don't have a great feel for that yet, to be honest, Cole.
It says a lot, though. I think that it's taken you this long to answer, that you have to think about it this much. So that I think is. I know,
but it's a good question. And I think that is a part of the issue, for Bama. I also think, though, it's the fact that I think Auburn's got a chance to be pretty good once again on defense like they were last year. I mean, that defense last year was stifling. So I don't know if it's an indictment on Alabama so much as I still really respect, I think, what Auburn's going to be able to bring back defensively. So I give a slight lean, I think, to Auburn, but I don't feel great about it.
Yeah.
I think we're close to a coin flip. I can't give you confidence points right away. I think the biggest question, though, isn't just defense. I guess I'll throw it back to you guys. Will Alabama be able to run the football this year? I think that's as fascinating as the quarterback battle is. My biggest wonder with Alabama this season is, can they run the football? Because that was I think the thing that plagued that team more than anything, the thing that's kind of got everybody still scratching their head. How can an offense with that much talent on the offensive line have no ability to run the football when they need to?
Yeah, and that's going to protect your defense more so than anything else, and they couldn't get it done at certain times. So it's a totally fair question. Dusty, we appreciate the time. It's always good catching up with you, man. Thank you so much, and we'll do it again soon.
See you boys in Tampa here in the next few weeks.
There you go. Dusty Dvoracek joining us on the Higginbotham Hotline. Can hear him with Danny Cannell, SiriusXM weekday mornings. We'll follow up on that just a little bit. Auburn, Alabama's defenses. Why one should maybe have a little bit more confidence points than the other. We'll do it next right here on Jocks.
Go inside Jocks 94.5 on Jocks TV. Morning Jocks, Mac and Cube, and Three-Man Front video simulcasts are presented by Bill Smith Buick GMC and Game Day Men's Health. Watch on the Jocks mobile app and YouTube by searching Jocks 94.5 TV.
All right, welcome back in. McElroy and Cubelic in the morning. Appreciate you guys tuning in. 800-239-9569 if you want to get in. 800-239-WJOX. Some recruiting news quickly. UNLV gets a commitment from wide receiver Donovan McNabb, Jr., out of Phoenix, 5'10", 180. You could probably guess who his dad is.
The junior's a giveaway.
Notre Dame gets a legacy commit from wide receiver Julius Jones, Jr. Now, he's a little bit different. He is a top 50 player, 4-star, 5'10", 170, has already won 3 state titles at St. Thomas Aquinas, 58 catches, 876 yards, 14 touchdowns last year.
What
By
position?
The way, 14 touchdowns on 58 catches is pretty good.
He's a receiver?
Yeah.
Nice.
Sounds like a slot shifty.
Well, Julius was a dude.
Yep, big-time running back at Notre Dame, and he'll be playing his college football where his father played. So that's pretty cool. That you got a couple legacy kids that are signing up to play college football. Auburn has removed wide receiver Duke Smith from the team, 2025 4-star. This was somewhat expected, just been a little bit of a problem. Wide receiver Deshaun Hall out of Prattville commits, 6'5", 195, so you get a big target on the outside. And then you get wide receiver Cedric Simmons from Selma, 5'10", 195, that commits. So different body types at wide receiver, both committing to playing Alex Golish's offense. Alabama has hired Louisville's Noah Fisher as the assistant tight end coach. Greg, he started at left tackle for Louisville. He's helped with the offensive line and the tight ends at Louisville, coached at Louisville with Alabama's current tight end coach. So almost feels like Coach Dvor going with a little bit more of, hey, let's get some guys in here that can help us block a little bit better type mentality.
Yeah, and I think that when you look at the approach and the importance of finding a guy at that spot, I think it makes sense to continue to make sure that you add pieces there. And remember how important that piece was last year.
You also get a commitment from 2027 offensive tackle Stafford Willis, 6'5", 290. Quote, per Hayes Fawcett, I'm Bama born and Bama bound.
That's right. They're right.
So Alabama getting some offensive line help in traditional recruiting. So maybe things starting to turn around. The dark cloud over Alabama recruiting can start to go away a little bit for some folks. I think it was a little exaggerated to begin with. When we talk,
it's going to be a smaller class. It doesn't mean it's going to be a bad class. It's going to be a smaller class. Different resources going to different places. Don't worry too much about it.
It's not enough 5 stars, Greg. So if it's not all 5 stars, it's not a good class. You should know that.
So I've been told.
If we were to take the Auburn defense, the Alabama defense, I ask you the same question. Confidence points, more so on one or the other. Dusty, smidge lean towards Auburn there. Where would you go and why?
I'd probably go Bama, partly because of the style of offense that Auburn might employ. I think it's easy to go off of what last year was for Auburn and how good they were on that side of the ball. They have an elite take over the game linebacker. I think their core in general at linebacker is pretty dang sporty. I think Bama's core in the secondary pretty dang sporty. Massive question marks for Bama at linebacker. But they also, I think, have a legitimate takeover D-end as well in Yanze Pierre. So I'd lean Bama, but it'd be close. If I knew that Auburn was going to play ball control like they did last year a little bit, if I knew that last year they were going to play ball control like last year, then maybe I'd feel a little differently about it. But I don't know that. I think with a high-octane offense, that could have an impact on what they are in general.
Let me counter that for you.
Okay, counter
it makes sense to say, hey, you go a little faster on offense, it can hurt your defense. I'll counter it with this. They actually get some offense this year to play defense with.
That's true. But sometimes and we've seen this a lot of people couldn't understand why Alabama's defense suffered a little bit when they started to go more RPO and started to go a little bit faster and started to score a little bit faster and maybe abandon the run a little bit, abandon the ball control a little bit, the defense suffered. So it might have led to a lot of wins, but the defense suffered and everybody blamed Pete Golding for that. but it wasn't Pete Golding's fault. It was it's a philosophical shift from being all defense to more offense, and the defense suffered. Doesn't mean that the defense wasn't good. It just means it suffered a little bit. So that's the biggest difference.
And that could be real this year. I think most Auburn fans would take a little bit of a dip on defense to have some consistent offense, no matter how it's run, how it looks, what it really is. You've talked about the Alabama secondary, going to be a strength this year. Going to be a group that they most likely can lean on. Ability to make plays, like you said. Keon Sabb's been there. Bray Hubbard's been there. Zabian Brown's been there. Red Morgan's been there. We've seen them make plays. Dijon Lee been back there. We've seen them all play and be a part of that defense. I think you even have some depth with Mincy and Kirkpatrick on the back end of that defense as well. How problematic can they be up front consistently? Like you said, Yanze Pierre looks like he can be that guy. Got to be on the field. London Simmons has flashed. We've seen moments where it's like, whoa, 90 looks like he can go. But consistency needs to improve a little bit there. Jamarian Latham, a good, solid football player. Strong hands, can remove offensive linemen, can penetrate, disrupt, but not as consistent as you would like. I think when I think about the Bama front seven, I think consistency. And like you said, the linebackers we just haven't seen a ton of yet. I know QB Reese has got a little bit of run, and they're excited about what he may potentially be. And then you bring in Bingley Jones from Mississippi State that is super versatile. It's going to be able to help you inside, outside, quickness, big body, can just do a lot of different things for you. So it doesn't look like there are a ton of weaknesses there. The depth at linebacker would be obvious. With Auburn, I think your concerns probably come a little bit more up front. You have similar guys that have played a lot in the secondary, not as many playmakers. I think Pleasant would maybe fall into that category. We saw Sylvester Smith improve a little bit last year. Caleb Harris is giving you good reps. Melendez and Atkins can play. We know. We've seen them play linebacker. We know what they're capable of doing. We know what they're going to be. But Jared Smith's got to come on. I'll say you this, like Deshaun Womack, seeing him in person last week, he is a wow guy.
Yeah,
like when you see him get off the bus, you're like, whoa, that dude should be able to help. Can Dallas Walker be as consistent inside as what they had with Jamison the last couple of years? You're going to need that to allow the linebackers to run and make plays. So I'm kind of with Dusty that I think it's very close, although I do think that I think the way DJ manages things a little bit more right now just because of where today's college football is. But Kane started becoming more of that later last year. Like he started moving towards that a little bit more. So is he more of that more consistently this year on a more regular basis? Might be. But I think I would lean with you just a very small slight edge to Alabama right now if I were going confidence points on defense. And I do think it would be close.
Yeah, I think it's close. I think it's very close. There's a couple more knowns, I feel like, on Alabama.
Yep.
A couple more takeover guys. That I think it would kind of lean me in that direction. Like who of the two, who along the defensive front are you taking? If you get to just have a draft at the defensive line, who you taking?
One guy or D-lines together?
No, just one guy.
It would be, if we're counting the edges, it would be Pierre or Smith.
Yeah, we're counting anyone with a hand in today or 2-point stance getting after the quarterback. Anyone that you would consider to be a defensive lineman / edge.
I think Smith has a little more upside than Pierre. I'd probably go there, but it would be Jared Smith or Yanze Pierre. It would be one of those two.
But close.
Yes.
Okay.
Linebacker, we don't need to have the discussion.
Yeah, Atkins.
We know we're both taking
that's easy.
Atkins. In secondary, I think it's take your pick in Alabama secondary.
Yeah.
You could probably get 3 deep before you would take. I think Rashawn Pleasant would be your first Auburn defender off the board there, but I think you're taking 2 easily, maybe 3 off the board from Alabama before you get to him. So, yeah, it's a slight edge to Bama. And the advantages that both have is they've been in the systems. They know it. They're going to be able to be complicated. They're going to be able to show a lot. And then 2, what we don't know now, who shows up? Do we get DeMarcus Riddick back from a couple years ago? And does he end up being that guy? Does Champ Anthony end up being the dude? Do you get some of these younger guys that are going to come in as freshmen and maybe be able to help you? Those are things that we don't have. Somebody's going to show up and be better. than we're expecting. But I think it's close right now when you're kind of comparing those two. I want to ask you the other question that I asked him about two of the top defenses in the league. And we'll do that when we come back next right here on Jocks.
The capital of the sports talk nation. This is Jocks 94.5 and JocksFM.com. Birmingham.
All right, welcome back in. McElroy and Cubelic in the morning. Something that we have not covered yet that we need to get to are national champions in college sports. We have a list available to those that we're going to get to that we need to discuss. First, I'll tell you about the Dusty Dvoracek Group. If you're looking for new real estate here in Central Alabama, the Dusty Dvoracek Group wants to help you. Why? Serve more than 3,000 home buyers and sellers in the greater Birmingham area. Call 205-542-1996 today, 205-542-1996, or go to GustyGoolsGroup.com. At the top right hand of that page, you'll see a button. Smash that. Very little information. And the Dusty Dvoracek Group will tell you what they think they can get for your home. Over 850 5-star Google reviews. Search it for yourself. Dusty Dvoracek Group today, 205-542-1996, or Google Dusty Dvoracek Group. All right, Damian Mitchell has a list of all the national champions that were crowned in college sports this year because we're done with the academic year. The College World Series ends at all.
In the history of 2025-26.
All of it.
Just FBS.
All the Olympic sports, all the non-Olympic sports are all finished.
I want to know club sports, too, so if you can pull that.
Might have a few.
There might be.
Okay, let's get it started, see how accurate Greg McElroy and I can be guessing some of these national champions.
All right, we'll start off with baseball.
Okay, Oklahoma.
Basketball.
How do we know that?
Well, not according to you. Oklahoma did not win the national championship.
They won the national
They weren't
championship.
the best team to win it, though.
I think it's funny how we literally said that Georgia is the best team. That was verbatim what Dusty said. And then he followed it with all the reasons why Oklahoma won. He said verbatim Georgia was the best team, which, by the way, that's the way I line too.
Well, they're not the national champions.
No.
What about the cross country?
Arkansas.
Texas A&M.
Big 12.
BYU. Colorado, they're in altitude, so they have an advantage. Colorado.
No, I'm going to say Kansas.
Oklahoma State.
Exactly.
What about
Factory.
What about fencing?
Harvard.
Princeton.
Yale.
No, it's Power 5.
Don't disrespect the Ivy League
Rutgers.
No.
like that. Kansas State.
It was Notre Dame.
Exactly.
Notre Dame Fighting Irish.
That shoe fits.
Football. FBS.
Indiana.
Football FCS.
South Dakota State.
No.
No, it was North Dakota State.
No, it was not. It was Montana State.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Wow.
How about this one? Golf.
Auburn.
You better believe it.
Yes.
WDE. Gymnastics.
Oklahoma.
UCLA.
Stanford.
Same thing.
This one you should know. This one you should know. Ice hockey.
Michigan. New Hampshire.
I should know this. Don't say it yet.
Not.
Minnesota. Minnesota Duluth.
I feel like it was Boston, but I can't remember. Boston.
Boston College.
I'm going Boston Terriers.
No, it was Denver. The Denver.
Yep, exactly. Nuggets.
Nuggets.
No, the Pioneers.
Broncos.
Indoor track.
Arkansas.
Attaboy.
Anything track, I'm going to give you Arkansas, just so you know.
Okay, how about this one? What about soccer?
North Carolina.
Virginia.
It was Washington.
Wow. Would not have gone there, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Now, this is a good one. Swimming and diving.
Stanford.
UCLA.
Florida.
Florida was in the championship.
State.
But
FIU.
No, they lost.
FAU.
Nope.
Miami.
Nope.
Bethune-Cookman.
SEC, baby. The Texas Longhorns.
Exactly.
Come on now. What about tennis?
Texas A&M.
Yes. Women's.
Men's.
Auburn.
Okay, women's A&M won. I know that.
Mm-hmm.
Men's, I'll say Georgia.
It was Virginia. They knocked off an SEC school. They knocked off Texas. What about volleyball? Men's volleyball.
Oh, this is, by the way, so I saw Stinchcomb over the weekend because their daughter plays volleyball at Sanford, and he was in town, and we got ice cream together. And his son is 16, and he's like 6'5", 245.
Yeah.
Monster.
Plays volleyball.
His Stinch's wife was like, he needs to be playing volleyball. And I was like, what? And she was like, oh, yeah, like men's volleyball is huge in Atlanta right now.
Really?
Like skyrocketing
it's
in
a
popularity.
great sport.
So San Diego State,
I'm
by
going
the
to
way.
go West Coast.
Pepperdine.
I'm going to go. No, I'm going to go UC Davis.
UCLA is a good guess also.
No, it's Hawaii.
Same thing.
They knocked off UC Irvine, though. So you were in
See,
the right
we were
state.
in the right
Close,
neighborhood.
y'all were there. What
the
about
Gauchos?
What about old water polo?
UCLA.
Stanford.
It was UCLA. Good job, Greg.
Yeah,
I didn't know you were dialed in.
Conference
Don't act like
champions.
Stanford's never won water polo.
Pac-12 conference champions.
That's Big Ten now. What about wrestling?
I'm going to go with.
Wait, actual wrestling
I'm going to go
or
Oklahoma
NCAA
State. Oklahoma
wrestling?
State.
Wrestling.
Okay.
My apologies.
I'm going to go Minnesota.
Oklahoma State were the runner-ups. They lost to
Dang it.
Penn State.
I didn't know Penn State was there on wrestling.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
They're
national
about that
champions,
life.
baby. All right, let's go to the women's side. Women's champions in basketball.
South Carolina.
Was
LSU.
Women's basketball.
UConn.
Women's basketball.
Baylor.
No.
You said it already, but
Well, so tell me which one
South
is right.
Carolina.
They
lost.
lost to UCLA.
there we
Yeah,
go.
like I said.
Beach volleyball.
Beach.
Florida
it's
State.
different. Pepperdine. UCLA.
UCLA. What about bowling?
Vanderbilt.
It was Jacksonville State.
That's right.
Let's go.
What about women's cross country?
Arkansas. Sorry.
Shorter distance.
Colorado.
Short distance.
A&M.
Wait, there's two. There's a short distance and a long distance
as far as
national
that's
championship.
track. That's track. My apologies.
Gotcha.
That's where you got Arkansas. But no, it was NC State.
Yeah, they're known for it.
Yeah. What about women's fencing?
Notre Dame.
Princeton.
Notre Dame, baby. Women's field hockey.
I need to know how many fencing teams there are in Division One. That's going to be
North
North Carolina or Virginia.
It was Northwestern this year. It was Northwestern.
We've got the new facilities.
What about women's golf?
Oh man,
Stanford.
Correct.
Texas,
Well, you are dialed in, dog. What about women's gymnastics?
Oklahoma.
There we go.
Wait, did we do men's gymnastics?
Yeah, that was
Really?
Stanford. That was Stanford.
I didn't know that was men's. Okay.
Yeah. Women's ice hockey.
Minnesota Duluth.
No.
Denver.
Michigan.
Minnesota.
It was Wisconsin.
Same thing.
Wisconsin. Indoor track on the women's side.
Arkansas.
Nope.
A&M.
Arkansas Pine Bluff.
Georgia.
Georgia.
How about women's lacrosse?
Virginia.
North Carolina.
Northwestern.
They beat
Wow.
North Carolina.
Yeah, they did. I forgot. Yeah, you are in lacrosse. I forgot.
Well, I know that like North Carolina has like the LeBron James of women's lacrosse.
The GOAT?
Yeah, like supposedly
The second best player of all
her
time?
name is Sophie. She's like a one one
Cunningham?
name. I know it's something like that though. Like
Wow.
it's like a one name athlete in that sport.
Okay. What about women's outdoor track?
Arkansas.
Oregon.
Georgia. It was Georgia.
Georgia track stepping up here.
You better believe it.
I'm surprised they have any money left over for that.
What about rowing?
That is going to be Georgetown.
No, I'm gonna say Princeton.
In a surprise, Texas.
They'll buy anything.
Row in the river.
That's it. What about women's soccer?
North Carolina.
No.
Virginia.
No.
I'm gonna say
Duke.
No.
I'm gonna say
Northwestern.
Florida.
Florida State.
Ah,
Florida
Hey,
State.
they're good at something still.
wow,
Hey, dog.
got him.
Softball.
It was not
Soft-
Oklahoma.
Softball was Texas.
Texas Tech.
It was Texas.
Texas, sorry.
What about women's swimming and diving?
Texas Tech was about $1 million away from winning.
Swimming and diving. I'm gonna go Kentucky.
No.
Okay.
I am going to go UCLA.
That would be Virginia.
Same thing.
Virginia. What about women's tennis?
A&M.
Texas A&M.
They did. Women's volleyball.
Kentucky.
Lost
Nebraska.
to
A&M.
A&M. And last but not least, in women's water polo.
Stanford.
UCLA.
UC Irvine.
USC.
Wow.
Hey, they're good at something.
Let's go.
Good job,
They got-
USC.
They ain't got to play defense.
Wow. I don't feel like we did terrible there.
No, y'all.
I feel like that could have been a lot worse.
Yeah, conference-wise, y'all were there.
Conference-wise.
Y'all were there. You know, it stretches abroad.
We got a couple, right?
But Texas rowing, that kind of threw me off.
It threw me off a little bit. The Northwestern lacrosse threw me off a little bit. It probably shouldn't, but did. I mean, you think about cold weather city in the ACC, just seems like they always dominate lacrosse.
Yeah.
So I would have probably guessed there. Some of the Olympic sports not as West Coast dominant as I thought.
Exactly.
Far from it.
Yeah.
But
ACC, baby.
Used to be all the well, maybe that's why they're trying to keep up with their new members.
It's worldwide.
There you go.
It's nationwide, dog.
It's what it's got to be.
Prestige worldwide.
All right, fun segment there. I enjoyed that. Thank you for doing that, Damien.
Absolutely.
And
good work,
bringing us
Damien.
the list of all the champions that there are across college sports. We will celebrate a few more next on Jocks.
Go inside Jocks 94.5 on Jocks TV. Morning Jocks, Mac and Cube, three-man front video simulcasts are presented by Bill Smith Buick GMC and Game Day Men's Health. Watch on the Jocks mobile app and YouTube by searching Jocks 94.5 TV.
All right, welcome back in. McElroy and Cubelic in the morning. One more segment of the show before we wrap it up. It is 9:51 a.m. Wednesday, June 24th, right here on Jocks. Listen online, jocksfm.com. You get all your podcasts there that'll direct you to the YouTube where you can watch live, jocksfm.com, each and every day. Don't forget about Train. Warm weather will be back. It's been pleasant in the evenings the last couple of days, but that heat and humidity is going to be here. You know it's always there in Alabama. Keep your home and family comfortable with America's most reliable HVAC brand, Train. And to help, Train is offering up to a $1,350 rebate on select home comfort systems. Learn more. Find a specialist near you at Train.com. It's hard to stop a Train. Couple quick bad box scores of the day before we get out.
Personal foul, 69, offense. He was giving them the business.
Intentional grounding, offense number 7. It's a 10-yard penalty. I'm talking to America here, excuse me.
That's the game.
To take you back to the indoor major league of indoor football, excuse me. The Iowa
Barnstormers?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Just went down to the Fishers.
The prices.
Fleet.
What'd you say, Greg?
Fish.
What'd you say, John?
Prices.
Oh, I thought somebody said freight. They're the Fishers Freight.
Ooh, that'd be nice.
55-13.
Okay.
Oh, my.
We need to go a little deeper into this box score, though, to get exactly why it's considered to be bad. It's not just the score. It was 21-6 at the end of the first, by the way.
Jumped on them quick.
35-13 at the half.
Let's go.
You would anticipate that indoor football, a lot more running or passing?
Passing.
You would think. Here are your quarterback numbers for the game. Remember Terry Jones Jr.?
Old
Yeah.
TJ? Yeah.
Quarterback at Kentucky?
Kentucky. Oh, yeah, yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Forgot about
He
him.
was quarterback for the Barnstormers along with Noah Bodden. They combined to go 6 of 18 for 63 yards, 1 touchdown, no interceptions.
Okay.
Now, I understand that we talked about this being a bit of a blowout win. You put up 55 points. Felix Harper and Bryce Bass combined to go 5 of 10, 71 yards, no touchdowns, no picks for the Fishers Freight. So your bad box score of the game is a inability to throw the football indoor league game.
So it was a ground and pound attack.
Very much so.
Well, not so much for the Iowa Barnstormers as they ran the ball 28 times for 53 yards.
That's a lot. In indoor, as far as rushing attempt.
Less than 2 yards a carry.
Yeah, that is not ideal. 22 for 74 on the
There's
other
only
side.
3 defensive linemen. You should be able to run the ball.
I always, whenever I watch an indoor arena game, I'm like, why are we not running inside
Toss
zone?
correct.
That too.
Right. It's here.
That corner does not want to make the play.
No.
All right.
Plus, I feel like all those running backs are like 300 pounds.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, because it's a D tackle playing tailback too.
Usually.
Like, he doesn't have an option.
No.
It's just kind of where they go.
Short yardage.
Do we get to count yesterday World Cup action, Portugal 5, Uzbekistan 0 as a bad box score?
Sure.
Yeah.
It's like 49-0 in football.
That's a bit
Is
one-sided.
that what is that in dog years? Is that basically what you're saying
Yeah,
there? Like
yeah.
Basically.
that is in football?
Yeah. It's a blowout.
Okay. I mean,
Even Ronaldo scored.
Even.
He's back.
He's like 100.
multiple times yesterday.
Yep.
He's getting crushed, by the way. People are killing him. I don't know enough about soccer to understand why, but people are killing Ronaldo, saying he's selfish and won't help the team and doesn't make runs, that doesn't help him.
Not that guy.
Well, you telling me the guy that's shoot first mindset selfish?
Right.
What?
Well, he's not making runs to like open up other players and stuff.
Ain't got time for all that.
I don't know. It just seems like tough.
I don't know. That guy's perception, I would never say selfish. Like just
really
not buying it.
No,
you know,
like his Instagram pictures on yachts and whatnot.
Like a
no way.
God.
I don't. I just.
Yeah.
I wouldn't agree with that.
He ain't no Messi.
Messi's legit.
Oh yeah, for sure.
He celebrates with his team. Ronaldo's usually by himself.
It's just good he's not allowed to use his arms in soccer because that one would be weighed down with the tats. All right, we'll go to minor league baseball. The Eugene
Ducks.
Wildcats.
No.
Pass.
Emeralds.
Oof.
Actually got to 26-8 on the season. They just got past the Tri-City
Tridents.
Great guess, but no.
DJs.
Why would you not go there, by the way?
Right.
It just makes sense. Not the DJs, no.
I'm say Ravens.
Dust Devils.
That's a name right there.
17-4 yesterday. 21 hits for the Emeralds. 11 hits for the 4 runs for the Dust Devils. But 17-4 qualifies for a bad box score of the day. 5 home runs hit in the game for the Emeralds. There you go. Those are our bad box scores of the day. Not even a Zach Calzada appearance like there was last week.
Not yet.
Maybe.
Give it to tomorrow.
Maybe coming soon.
Yeah, maybe he plays today or tomorrow.
You're saving it for Friday.
Potentially. All right. Appreciate Dusty Dvoracek, David Pollock being with us. If you missed any of those, go to jocksfm.com. Inside the app as well, you can download that. Go watch the show back if you need to on YouTube. Just search Jocks945 there. Coming up tomorrow, the coach Wimp Sanderson with us. And first-year head coaches who has the most success. We'll discuss that. 3-man front comes at you next.
This is McElroy and Cubelic in the morning.
Square up.
Yo, what's going on, man? It's Andre Berto, 2-time world champion. Today's guest, NFL legend, media mogul. What's up? Ocho Cinco. What's good, baby? We call them gym fighters. Yeah. These guys are in the gym, they can probably beat the hell out of any world champion you can think of.
Yeah.
When that bell rings, and them lights on, you got 10, 15,000 watching. When I stepped in that ring, I think boxing is becoming great again.
Square up.
Follow and listen on your favorite platform. Let's go.
Full Send Golf, part of the Full Send podcast.
All right, the Full Send Golf channel. I was like, let's go to the range. Then fell in love with it.
This pod is about to be crazy. I don't even know what's going to happen.
Join the party on the golf course.
You guys know how much I really, really love golf.
All right, Salim, we got 2 putts to break 80 here. Get it there, right? You wouldn't want it any other way, brother.
These are the ones we practice. Go, go, go.
Yeah!
Let's go. Let's go, 80 stroke. Yeah, even though it's from the Reds.
It's just like a boy's scrap.
Full Send Golf. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.
This isn't your average podcast.
You like party?
This is Full Send. Join the party.
So you guys launched the Nelk Love Island. Congrats, boys.
Who's that?
Like production, dude.
Like 5 years ago, we could do that easily and it'd be crazy when we're partying, but when you're like in your 30s a little bit.
Well, that's why you barely show up to set, day 2.
Just a few hours tardy.
Steiny wanted to be the host of the show, too. It's like, why didn't you let me be the host? It's like, bro, you showed up 6 hours late every day.
I had a girlfriend.
The Full Send podcast. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.